All right, guys, I love this clip. You're beginning to see some cracks on the right. I mean, they were so unified for so long, all with one voice saying the same bullshit on a daily basis. It wasn't just the media, it's also the politicians. It's everybody in that ecosystem would say the same shit, right? Well, now, as I've said, they're a victim of their own success. Trump has the presidency, so the Republicans control that. They control the House, they control the Senate, they control the courts. They got everything. They have the trifecta. It's all theirs. It's all theirs. And what people are realizing is, well, holy shit, the Republicans got everything, and our lives are getting objectively worse on a daily basis. And the stories that are coming out of this regime are absolutely atrocious. And so in a scenario like that, when the vibes have shifted massively as well, the vibes online, the vibes in the media, everybody's like, man, these Republicans are fucking terrible, right? What do you do as one of the prominent right-wing mouthpieces? I'll show you what you do. Ready? So this is Tucker Carlson from his podcast. This exchange is delicious. It is glorious. It is chef's kiss perfect. Watch this.
Fuck it. I'm going to get blasted for this, but you know, I mean, I see all these negotiations going on in the Middle East, and then I don't know when these buildings were approved or when these deals got done, but then I also see like, oh, there's a brand new hotel going up in Dubai or Abu Dhabi, and another one going up in Doha, I think, and I'm like, did these like just get done also with the deals that just happened over there, or was this earlier? You would probably know.
Why would you get blasted for stating basic facts about what this regime is doing and what the Trump family are doing? Why would you get blasted for that? All you're doing is empirical descriptions of what is in the world. Why would you get blasted for just telling the truth? Because it's a right-wing audience. And many of them are Kool-Aid drinking death cult fascists that suck Trump's nuts on a daily basis. So he's like, hey, if I bring up this fact, which is inconvenient to our narrative, maybe I'll get blasted. What is that fact? Hey man, there's a lot of incredibly corrupt shit going on everywhere I look. Why is Trump accepting a $400 million plane from Qatar, a brazen violation of the Emoluments Clause? Why is there a $1.5 billion Trump resort going up in Vietnam? Why is there a $500 million project that he's doing in Oman for like a hotel and some other shit? What's going on here? Why did Jared Kushner take $2 billion from Saudi Arabia? Why are there deep monetary ties with the Israelis? Why all this shit in the Middle East? It looks like it's just the most obviously corrupt shit I've ever seen. Why would that get you blasted? Because you know you're on the side with a bunch of fucking Kool-Aid drinking cultists, and they can't handle the truth because they know there's no good explanation for this except the Trump family is the most corrupt in American history. They make the Biden family look like fucking Boy Scouts. Hunter Biden and his $400,000 Ukraine energy deal looks like fucking child's play next to $2 billion for Jared Kushner from Saudi Arabia, where he went on to feed them classified information and didn't even give them a slap on the wrist when they murdered a journalist, Jamal Khashoggi. And by the way, the Senate tried to stop us arming Saudi Arabia as they genocided Yemen. Guess who vetoed that? Donald Trump. Because he's bought, not just by Saudi Arabia, but also by Israel, now also by Qatar. He's bought. Okay? So here you go. This guy's like, I'm going to get blasted for telling the truth here, but what's with all these corrupt deals in the Middle East? Ready for Tucker's response?
And over there, or was this earlier? You would probably know.
No, I don't know.
You don't?
I've not made $1 in the Middle East, not one.
Weird, Tucker. Why do you feel like that's an attack on you personally? I don't know. I've not made $1 in the Middle East. First of all, he didn't say you made any money in the Middle East. He's talking about the Trump family. Why are you so defensive? What the fuck was that? What's this sheepish ass response from you? You're usually the fucking flamethrower on the right. What's this sheepish ass response, bro? Maybe you did make money in the Middle East. I wasn't even thinking that, but watching your response here, I'm like, shit, maybe you did take some money from these motherfuckers. All right, we're not done. Wait for it.
You don't?
I've not made $1 in the Middle East, not one.
Well, I mean, you're a lot more on the inside than I am. And
no. I'm just a visitor and a traveler and a watcher, but I don't,
Me, bro? I'm not one of the most prominent voices on the right that serves as chief propagandist for this fucking fascist. I don't know what you're talking. I'm just like a viewer and stuff, bro. That's all I am, bro.
No. I'm just a visitor and a traveler and a watcher, but I don't, there's
that stuff kind of worries me. It's
well, it seems like corruption, yeah.
But
that's the best you're going to get from these right-wing hacks. I never made $1 in the Middle East, bro. I don't even know what you're talking about, bro. I mean, I'm just like a fellow traveler, bro. I'm like a nomad, you might call me, bro. I'm doing nomad stuff, bro. But I mean, it seems like corruption, bro. You can see him melting in real time. It seems like corruption. Oh, such hack frauds. I just want you to know, that's the best you're ever going to get from these hack liars. That's the best you're ever going to get from them. You get Hillary Clinton and the Clinton Foundation. Oh, they took money from this place and that place. It's the most corrupt shit I've ever seen. Prosecutor, lock her up, lock her up, lock her up. Donald Trump doing 100 times the corruption of Hillary Clinton. But it seems like a fellow traveler, bro. I'm like a nomad and stuff, bro. I just see it seems like corruption a little bit and stuff. Oh my God. Fuck you with a spiked baseball bat, you bitch. Because you know damn well if it was the same set of facts, but if a Democratic president was taking a $400 million plane from Qatar and doubled down and tripled down and yelled at anybody who disagreed, you would be saying, impeach this motherfucker, remove him, lock him up, never elect a Democrat again. These are the most corrupt fucking people I've ever seen in my life. When it's Trump, it may be a little bit un poquito corruption. Jesus Christ. These guys are hacks, ladies and gentlemen. And they will never tell you in full context and perspective what's actually going on here. They're never going to tell you Donald Trump took tens of millions, potentially even hundreds of millions of dollars from Saudi Arabia to have the live golf events at his courses. By the way, what else does that money buy, Don? What else does that money buy? We all know. He represents Saudi Arabia. He represents Israel. He represents all these dictatorships around the world because he has deep financial ties to them. That's why they can genocide Yemen and get away with it. That's why they can get top secret classified information slipped to them under the table. Trump took $100 million from Miriam Adelson, $200 million from Sheldon Adelson. This is why Israel's allowed to do their genocide and control our foreign policy. He didn't even divest from his businesses the first time, which was wildly illegal. This time he's not even pretending to do it. You all know this. There was a detailed report that was released, which showed in Trump's first term alone, he took $160 million from foreign countries as president. $160 million. You think they gave him that money because they like his position on abortion? You think it's got anything to do with politics? No, motherfucker. This is corruption through and through. It makes the Bidens look like Boy Scouts. It makes Obama look like a Boy Scout. It makes Hillary look like a fucking Girl Scout. He's selling NFTs. And he has a crypto exchange, and he has trading cards. He's selling watches for $100,000 a pop. All of these things are illegal and clear violations of the Emoluments Clause. He had that event in Mar-a-Lago with all of the biggest corrupt billionaires in the country coming to kiss the ring, and he was doling out favors, giving pardons, etc. We've never seen anything like this. Anything. And this is the same guy. His fucking charity was a fraud. His university was a fraud. He stiffed his own workers for his casinos and hotels. He did tax fraud, insurance fraud, business fraud, committed 91 crimes. This guy, if they were being fucking honest with you, they would be saying everything I'm saying. Tucker would be saying this, not, I was just thinking maybe corrupt a little bit. It seems like corruption, bro. Interesting. Then why have you given this a total of 0.2 seconds of coverage the entire fucking time it's going on? Why? Why? Because you're a hack, and you're a fraud, and you're a propagandist, and you exist in an ecosystem to suck off Trump and pretend like he's anti-war and he's going to fight for the workers and stuff, bro. Don't look at the fact he outsourced hundreds of thousands of jobs. That would destroy my narrative. Don't look at the fact he's warmongering with fucking Panama and Greenland and Canada and Mexico and Iran and Gaza and all these different places. Don't look at that. Don't look at it. It ruins my narrative. So when somebody comes on and takes a little pin and bursts the bubble of your fucking narrative humping that you do every day on that it just gets a little corrupt, a little bit. Now watch, all the hacks out there will take this moment from Tucker and pretend now like, see, bro, he's holding Trump accountable. Are you fucking kidding? That answer was designed to make it so hopefully nobody saw it and it wouldn't get back to Trump. Because he's a liar and he's a con man. That's what it is, y'all. That's what it, never, ever, ever take a right-wing pundit at face value. The way they usually work, if they say they support bad things, they do. They're telling the truth. If they ever tell you they support good things, they're lying. They actually support the bad things. That's how they work. They're wrong about everything. Dishonest weasel fucks. That's what they are. That's what you're witnessing right here. God damn it, man. Holy shit. How's that for an admission? And that is the hardest you'll ever see him go on Trump. You will never, ever, ever compare him to one of us. How we actually talked whenever we saw a problem with the Democratic Party. We would criticize like there's no tomorrow and be clear and direct and straightforward and say this has to fucking stop. Compared to them, that's the extent of their corruption, of their coverage of the most corrupt person in American history that has ever sat in the White House. That's what they say. That's what they say. Are you on to the trick yet? Are you on to the game yet? It seems pretty fucking clear to me. Hey y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.